What's up, demons and demonettes? Tis I, Traxy, Demon Queen, and today we're gonna talk about a Sunrise Serenade. But before we get into it, as always, toss a like and subscribe down below. Alright, so let's take a sneak peek at the latest event coming to AFKJourney. Now, it is worth mentioning we are on a Pioneer server here, so this is not the final version, and we may encounter bugs on the server. Now that the disclaimer is over, let's get to it. As always, we want to take a look at the rewards. First, there's going to be two sets of rewards. Let's talk about the rewards that are free to play, and then we'll talk about the high value pack here, the Sunrise Passage. So it has its own battle pass, but alright, so the store, we're gonna get a ton, and I mean a ton of stellars here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 whole stellars. That's crazy. That's like the most we've gotten from an event so far. That's just like a ton of stellars, right? Then we get some yellows, we get some blues, and then we get our dumps towards the end, which are Omni Acorns, the A-tier hero recruits, and some hamsters, right? So we definitely want to get all of the stellars, all of the yellows, and the A-tier recruits, and then maybe the hamsters. Since we're free to play or pay to win, we won't care about the blues, but this will definitely help out on the free to play side of things. So they're all very, very big rewards. So right, so free to play, I would go more for the blues and the acorns, and then skip the hamsters. All right. Now, let's talk about the Sunrise Passage. And now, as you can see, there are two tracks, right? There is the free-to-play track, which is the fun trip, and then there is the secret trip, right? So this is what you get if you swipe. But let's look at the cost, and then we'll talk about the value. All right. So as you can see, it is a $9.99. But what are we getting for $9.99? We're getting 30 stellars, 10 of the cosmetic tokens, 100 yellows. So to me, it's worth it just for the stellars alone. I mean, if you look at it, you know, like 45 stellars is a 300 dragon shards from the weekly, or one is 1100. One from the bi-weekly, right? So that's about, it's $10 for about like 75-ish dollar value just for the stellars. This thing is worth it just for the stellars. So if you are a light spender, this is a must-have. If you are a whale, this is a no-brainer. And all you have to do is just complete the different events to get it, right? So you just do your login, and then you get your participation rewards, and you just time gate them, which is fine, right? So the rewards for this thing are amazing. All right, so now it's going to work very much like the board game that we had previously. So right, so you're gonna have your event quests, and you're gonna get some of these badges here. These are the badges that you use to buy the stuff in the event store. And then we're going to have the story stuff, right? So like you have your story, your battle, story, battle, story, battle, right? And you have different things here, right? So you have a couple different days. My guess, this is currently not time gated here. My guess is that this will be time gated by the time we get it on live. So we'll get like one of these things a day, right? So often, sometimes things won't be time gated on Pioneer that are later time gated. That's why they say like things aren't final. Okay, and then we have the Sunrise Clash. So there's gonna be two things. One, the melody acquisition, right? So we're gonna do fights to acquire the melodies. What are the melodies? The melodies are essentially like a buff that you get to your team, similar to when we did the cards in the previous event, right? We had the cards gave a buff. You use 2, So then we use those in the Harmony Challenge, right? So let's go in and let's take a look. All right. So you're going to have these different mechanics that you can add. So you add in the various mechanics, right? So we can just add in all of them. It's PvP. We have all P4 on here. So you may not be able to do all of the mechanics on a lighter account. You can see what we're going up against here. And then we can just select the different instruments and they give us a buff, right? I'm just going with this horn and this drum because the horn is really, really nice. It gives you the energy and haste at the start of battle, which is huge. So it'll just show you what your stage quest is. You know, hey, score this many points, you get this. Score this many points, you get this, right? So we're just going for the total, but like I said, each one of these is going to give a different buff to the enemies, right? Weakening control, ultimate damage boost, extra energy recovery, magic might, tier restriction, and initial energy boost, right? So you can min-max this, right? We could obviously drop, we got to do quite a few of them to get the 3200. All right, so let's go ahead. We're just going to select all of them again because we have Paragon 4, so it should be fairly easy. So here's the team I've just been running for this. Again, it is a counter control type team because we have Dunlinger to shut down Aaron's initial vacuum so we don't get controlled, right? Because they've got heavy burst control team, because they've got Aaron almost, they would vacuum and root us. So you're definitely going to want a Lily May for this, or you're going to want Dunlinger for this, or like a Graveborn comp, like my Graveborn comp that I use for PvP and Supreme Arena, just to counter the control effect, because again, it is a control team with heavy burst because they are using 3 damage and no support. Now, get ready for the world's most irritating sound. They really need to update this, but we're gonna give it a go. We'll hit battle, and we can check out Thalia here. I just put her in here just to have her in there and use her. Yeah, that sound is horrible. It's not very melodic to me. Right, so we get through it. We get our rewards. We get the diamonds and the badges again that we can use on the shop. Well, once you clear out, you can go in and get that. Alright, I don't know why I just didn't give it to both, but yeah, oh, because we cleared it before, right? So we cleared it, and now, like, we can go on to the other one. They have the complete overview of the quests here. We could probably go back. Oh, so you got to use specific combos here to get this done. So you would have to go back. We could do those to get the hamsters, or we could just move on to the next one. Yeah, I don't know if these are repeatable. We should see if they are repeatable. Ooh, I know they're repeatable, but man, that sound is, woo, that's brutal.
A perfect dance.
So you don't really got the rewards again. So your best bet is to just kind of make sure you're logging in, getting your daily rewards, doing the special things to get all of these rewards again, just so we can get max rewards. Right, so we already have 5,900. We've only done some of the story stuff. We did all of the melody things, and we did a couple of the stages. So as you can see, we're gonna blow right through getting all of these stellars, right? So the cost on these things isn't too bad. It's just obviously prioritizing the number one item for us, right? So you can see we got all of the stellars. Let's get all of those. I mean, it's gonna put a significant dent into everything, but again, the yellows don't seem to cost that much, and you might have to just min-max, but I would definitely get all of the stellars because it is a good way to get a ton of stellars, which you can then go, you know, use, and you can maybe you can gamble a little bit, right? It's the gacha system, and then maybe you get your celestials out of that. Maybe you get a big diamond pull out of that, and then it becomes really worth it. So that's it for this one. It's a pretty fun event. I particularly like it. It'll be nice just because of the account power that I have on my main account, and then we should be able to do it on the subsequent accounts. I didn't get to look at all of these squads, but as you can see, there's different squad here. So we have like a Mauler. We could take a pick and see what's here. So again, we're going back to control. This time we have Lorson, Siren, Bonnie, Aaron, and Almost again. So again, we would just run counter control type teams. I'm gonna imagine that these kind of get more difficult over time, because they initially start out, they're not too bad. Well, we have Supreme. I thought they started out a little bit higher. Maybe I'm thinking about the melody side. Yeah, you can see like the melody side, they're not too bad. It's in the harmony side. Oh, we get to Supreme. So that's it for this one. I hope you guys enjoy the event and get all your rewards, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.